All right, what is up, Utah fans? This is Joseph with the Utah Utes Football Digest. And Utah just got another pickup in offensive lineman Nick Hallock. He is playing a left tackle in the highlights, so he's a good left tackle. You got to like that. That means he's clearly the best offensive lineman on the team if they're putting him at left tackle. He's also a wrestler. He's a guy that has a 325 bench, 415 squat, 495 deadlift, 6'4.5", 250 pounds. Big kid, big kid, big kid. I'm really excited to go over the tape with you guys. There's a lot of good and a lot to break down with Nick Hallock. Very versatile, has some skills that would translate really well to guard if he ever has to. So excited to break him down, guys. Before we do that, smash the like button. That'll help get this video out to more Utah fans. Also, I want you to comment down below. What do you guys think of Nick Hallock? What is his immediate impact? Is he ready to go now? What does he look like long term? Let's hear what you're thinking. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're about to break down the video and take a look at Nick. Very impressive stuff. And we do this with a ton of players, guys, and I want you to be along for the ride. So make sure you guys take a look. And on that note, let's go ahead and, one last thing. The show is brought to you by the 1012 Network. 1012 Network, sponsored by Charlie Hustle. Vintage made fresh. Use code 101215 at checkout for 15% off any non-sale items. Ton of really great stuff, guys. Make sure you check them out. Again, Charlie Hustle, Vintage made fresh. I love their clothes, and if they want to send me anything else, I would not mind. It's wink, wink, if you guys are watching this. But I moved to Virginia, so I updated my address. So be aware of that. Anyways, this is not about me. This is about in my clothes. It's about Nick Hallock. Let's go ahead and check him out. Go Utes. Okay, guys, and here we go. We are looking at the tape for Nick Hallock. He's going to be playing left tackle in basically all of the highlights, so it should be easy to see him. And check him out right there, guys. So right at the gate, you guys can kind of see the tenacity, the domination this kid plays with. Just drives the guy into the dirt, and you're going to see that in quite a few highlights here, guys. Really strong. Look at that hit, dude. You got to imagine this is a very strong kid. Look at this contact here. And he's a pulling tackle. Boom, dude. Just threw that guy like 5 yards back. And I'm going to play this back and give a little more commentary. So look, he's a left tackle pulling, and then he lights the guy up. And this is why I talked about his versatility, guys. This is the type of guy, when you have a left tackle pulling, that level of athleticism and that versatility, usually you have guards pulling, if you guys aren't aware of that. And what that means is the transition to guard would be very easy. And he's a guy that we can move around the offensive line. I really like to see that. And I'm sure you guys can already tell early in the video, I'm excited about this kid. Very strong. Check out here. Pulling again, lights the guy up. Boom. Clears the hole. All right, left tackle locks the guy up, drives him into the dirt. Now, I will give a small critique here, and you'll see it a couple times. He gets a little high at times when he's playing. You'd like to see him bend at the hips a little more to keep that dense mass. What I see with this guy is a kid that it's not like he has bad form, don't get me wrong, but I do see a guy that is very strong, right? You can tell when he locks up with people, he is able to throw them around. Now, that's a little tougher at the college level, but I do think he could use a little work on the form, not get so high so quickly, keep his hips bent. Like right there, he's kind of running all the way up without, you want to stay a little low to the ground so you could just hit that hole hard. But he is obviously a tank of a guy and just driving people wherever he wants them to go. Left tackle again here, throws him into the dirt. Very aggressive, very tough. I like this guy. Definitely a Utah type of guy. And like I mentioned, could use a little work on the technique and maybe not standing so high. I will say, though, as much as I said he could stand a little lower or, bend his hips a little more, look at this. Look at the handwork here. Look, he uses the hand control to throw this guy to the ground. Check this out. Boom, just rips his hands down. So he's very good. Okay, so that's where we'll end the tape. But when we talk about a guy that has a bunch of raw talent and just needs the coaching to get to that next level, come to Utah, right? Where else are you going to go that we will maximize your opportunity as an offensive lineman the way you will if you go to Utah. So I think this is a perfect fit. I'm very excited about what we see with this guy, and I'm very excited to see what he does at Utah. Okay, guys, taking a look at Nick, like we talked about, big kid, 6'5", 250. A little low on the weight for an offensive tackle, offensive lineman coming out of high school. And I think that might explain the recruiting situation. You can see his only FBS offers are Utah State, Washington State, and Utah. But like I mentioned, guys, we're getting a steal, right? Utah is not that like we always want immediate impact freshmen at offensive line or D line, whatever, but we're pretty deep at O line, right? It's a position where we have a lot of older guys that are very seasoned. And if he needs a year or two, I'm sure he'll put on another 20, 25 pounds in the offseason. But if he needs a year or two to come into his frame, get up to that 290, 295, right? Come on in, and he needs a little bit of work on some technique, but a lot of talent with this guy. Don't get me wrong. I really think I should just stop saying it because I really like the tape. He hits like a truck. He's very, like, you could clearly tell he was having no problem throwing these kids around. He's a great wrestler, I'm guessing, based on that. So very, very good stuff, guys. Nick Hallock, super impressive. Like I mentioned, just not a huge stack of offers coming out of high school, right? Where us, Utah State and Washington State are the only ones, but I think we might be getting a steal here, guys. I really like what I see. Very powerful, very aggressive, very good run blocker, and I'm excited to see how Utah can develop him. Before we get out of here, smash that like button. Also, comment down below. What do you guys think of Nick Hallock? Do you guys agree with me? Maybe he needs a little bit of time. Could he make an immediate impact? I think he's got to gain some weight, but I really like the future for this guy. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, guys, already. Very big pickup for Utah. I really like this kid. I'm excited to see what he does. I'm out of here. Go Utes.